I joined the Bad Ideas Game Jam, hosted by someone you might have seen in your shorts feed before.
Bad game idea. Bad game idea. Bad movie idea.
Bad game idea.
Yeah, that guy. Mr. Bad Ideas himself, Johnny Razor. The theme for the game jam was outside the box. After some brainstorming, we landed on this idea. So you know how scalpers try to buy out all the stock of a popular item, usually limited edition or newly released stuff, so that regular customers have no choice but to buy from the scalpers and then they profit. Scalpers are basically just a bunch of greasy, obese fucking losers that ruin shit for actual customers. Well, what if you force that resale price down by slicing the boxes and forcing the products outside the box? Yeah, bad idea, I know. The gameplay was gonna be inspired by this little mobile game called Combo Quest 2, which basically consisted of timing your inputs on these yellow and red boxes in order to attack and defend. There's also this combo meter that you can build up by chaining together attacks and defense without taking any damage. Building up enough combo allows you to do this super attack of sorts, but instead, in this game, attacking the enemy would be slicing a product box from the scalper, giving them psychic or spiritual damage, I don't know. But I still had to think of ways to differentiate it from that game. Then I thought, what if you just straight up use the items from the boxes themselves? Each item could have its own function like offense, defense, or utility, and you would need to build up combo in order to use them. The items were themed around products that are commonly scalped, like card packs or game consoles, and that was the idea. We decided to name it Croak and Dagger, cause, you know, wordplay. So we started development on the game. I worked on programming, and my brother worked on the art. I first made a basic prototype of the game, adding the belt and line that goes back and forth, boxes to attack and defend with, and just adding the basic combat features. I also just used a bunch of prototype sprites, like using this Godot icon for the character here, but... Ultimately, we failed to finish and upload the game in time, and we had 1 month to do so, but we still wanted to continue this game and turn it into a full mobile release. A simple game that hopefully shouldn't take too long. Summer break was when we could really continue development. After that, I worked on enemy encounters, making each successive enemy have higher stats scaling than the last. Using this simple scaling function right here. Don't mind the dumbass comments or the horrible code, but it's basically a linear scaling function that takes a value and a strength. There are also exponential and logarithmic scaling functions. The value could be something like the amount of enemies you've defeated, and the scaling strength is just how fast it scales. And then you can just apply this to the stats values like HP, attack speed, damage, what have you. Up next were the items. I made it so that you can have up to 5 items at a time, and to use them, you need combo points, which build up from timing your attacks and defense without taking damage. After defeating a scalper, you get to choose a stat to upgrade, like your attack damage or HP, which uses the same linear scaling function I showed earlier. And yep, that's basically it for the features of the game. And guess what? You can play it right now. We've released an open playtest so that we can collect feedback on how to improve this game further. So go play it right now, link in the description! But right now, it's mostly just placeholder and with only a few features. We plan to do a full release of this on mobile and PC, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, thanks for watching this horrible devlog. This is our first time doing this kind of stuff, so please give us feedback in the comments below. And yeah, that's it. Please like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more content, whenever that may be.